Hello and welcome to the news brief for Friday, June 17th, 2022. Thanks so much for tuning in to GSN for this week. Hope you're having a good week. It is pretty hot outside, so hopefully you're staying cool and doing all the fun summer things to battle the heat. Lemonade, pool, whatever it is to cool you off. What's happening here in the parish? Well, this is Father's Day weekend, so happy Father's Day to all fathers. It is also Corpus Christi weekend. We had planned to have kind of a longer procession with the outside adoration. We are not going to do that. It's going to be too hot. So here's the plan. We are going to take a little walk out either the front door or the back door. Just follow Jesus. It's good instruction for always. We're going to walk around. We're going to walk outside, take a little sidewalk there, and then come in the other doors. So we're going to go out the back doors and come in the front, or go out the front doors and come in the back, and then have some time for adoration back in the church. It is nice because it's at least a little bit of a public witness of our belief in Jesus Christ. So, and then people can stay inside if they wish to, but I'll plan on walking with whoever wants to do a little procession, a little jaunt around the front and come back in the church and then have some time for adoration. It'll feel cool and refreshing though when we come inside, I would think. So that's the plan for Corpus Christi. This past week, our sound system got finalized and tweaked and everything. You should really hear a difference. I certainly do hear a difference and sounds really, really good. So you should be able to hear pretty clearly from each place in the church. So hopefully all of those things have been equalized, tweaked. So it should sound really good from wherever you are sitting. Totus Tuus is coming up in just a couple weeks now, so if it's not too late to enroll, so you can enroll your kids here for Totus Tuus, or your grandkids or whoever. So that is not next week, but the following week. The food truck will be here this weekend, so there's always a great need for the food truck. So please, if you can help out to support those who are without food, the truck will be here this weekend. And then the El Salvador delegation, of which I am part, will be at the Hy-Vee at 87th and Flum this Saturday, so tomorrow, from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. I hope to be there. I can't be there for all of it. I've got a wedding, a beautiful wedding, on Saturday, but I hope to be there for at least part of it to do my part. But I do have a baptism and a wedding on Saturday, so I will do what I can. But please come between 10 and 4, and you can go to their lane and get the groceries bagged up. And if you'd like to leave a little donation, a little tip, that would be super to help kind of defray the costs for the delegation. This weekend is the last weekend at 2 of the Masses, so Father Ashmore has 2 weekends left, but he will celebrate for the last time here the 10 a.m. and the 4 p.m. this weekend. And then we'll have our going away party for him the following weekend after all the Masses. So he'll be around at all the Masses in 2 weeks, but he's starting to check off things here of things that he is finishing off, the last of this, the last of that. So his last 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. Mass are this weekend. Sad to see him go, but we do welcome in Father Mersman. I had a nice meeting with him yesterday, and we talked about just some basic things about the parish here and scheduling and stuff. We'll talk plenty as time goes on, but it was a nice kind of first meeting with Father Mersman, our new associate parochial vicar who's coming in. We had a pretty eventful week here as a staff. Several of us went over to the atrium over at Holy Trinity, which is where they do catechesis of the Good Shepherd, and they have an amazing space. We are trying to start up a smaller version of Catechesis of the Good Shepherd here at Good Shepherd. It seems only appropriate that we have the Catechesis of the Good Shepherd at the parish of the Good Shepherd. So it's also an excellent program from everything that I have heard and seen. So we had a nice kind of tour of their facilities, and we've got several aspects of that built already into our space that we are going to use for the Catechesis of the Good Shepherd. I don't have a whole lot of experience with it. My nephews and niece went through that, and it was, I think, really great for them. I did the first communion or the first reconciliation for them as well. So it's a really neat experience. It's a little bit, I suppose, like Science City for our catechesis. The children really have a lot of room to play and negotiate and maneuver the objects and stuff. It's a great way to learn for young children. And then on Wednesday, we had a cleaning day of the staff of basically 2 of the closets in the social hall. So if you go back to the one where all the night stuff is and the food kitchen stuff has been and all the paper products and everything, we reorganized that whole thing, mostly leaving the night stuff. But the rest of things, we did a whole bunch of cleaning and purging, and it looks really pretty great in there. So it was kind of a mess, and so we really wanted to, and everyone kind of had their own things, like Hispanic ministry had their thing, Knights had their thing, and music ministry had their thing. We're trying to consolidate all those paper products so we don't have everyone else sitting, we don't have cups and bowls sitting all over the church. We've got one kind of central location. And then because we did that, we cleared out space for the youth ministry and the Hispanic ministry closet on the other side. We have moved all of the funeral dinner things over to that closet as well. I think it's going to be a better use of space. So it's kind of a fun activity for our parish staff to clean out and to work together on a project. So that's what we did there. Next week, I will be gone again. I'm kind of in and out all summer long. I apologize for that. Last week, I had our Archdiocesan retreat at Benedictine, and then we are always encouraged to do a personal retreat every year. I haven't done one actually since I didn't do one last year, sadly. I'm supposed to. Canon law says I need to take a retreat. I didn't do it, so bad father. But I'm finally getting around to doing it. This is called a Week of Nazareth. It's going to be at Savior Pastoral Center. It's with several priests that are coming from around the country, maybe even from the world. I'm not sure. But it's called Week of Nazareth through my priest prayer support group that I'm part of. So I don't know how many people are going to be there, but that's going to be my retreat next week. So I won't be far. So if there was tragedy, I could come back, but I'm going to try to really be engaged in the retreat and distant. So I won't be here next week. And then there won't be a GSN next week, because then I'm going directly from there to my nephew's wedding, which is in Lincoln, Nebraska. So I will be up there next Saturday. So I will miss the first part of Father Ashmore's going away, but I'll be back on Sunday. So quick trip up there to watch my nephew get married, and then I will be back. And then I think that's it. So I hope that you have a blessed week, blessed weekend, and we will see you next time. Thanks.